thought the Hawks were going to come back and get that thing close, man. They got within 3, and then the Jimmy Butler show. And you said it best. You're like, man, if that was Jimmy all the time, you'd have big problems. But it's Jimmy now and then.
Jimmy is one of those type of players. Everybody says this about him. He's an ultimate team player. He wants you to play hard. But he's not that guy that says, okay, I'm going to be Jimmy Buckets tonight. You got that nickname Jimmy Buckets for a reason. So when you need him, he's like, okay, I'll go out and get buckets. If you do that every night, it'll make it that much easier for your teammates, and you become one of those guys that's feared. You think about it. There's a lot of guys in this league that you fear, and Jimmy Buckets is on the edge of being feared if he would go out and score every night like he should.
Yeah, he's one of those guys where because he has Duncan Robinson, because he has Tyler Hero, because Kyle Lowry is shooting a lot better than what a lot of folks thought.
When he's not on the floor. Yeah.
Right. Look, man, let's sidebar. Every time I watch this fool, he on the floor. And I'm not talking about being on the floor playing basketball. He's literally full body on the floor. And he's at the feet of somebody. He's flinging himself. Bro, get up.
Man, that's the situation last night where he ran. What's the guy? I can't think of his name, man.
DeAndre Hunter?
Yeah, where he ran him down and pushed him and tried to act like it was him. I'm like, come on, man, stop it.
What are you doing?
It gets ridiculous after a while. Just play basketball, man. Don't try to get some cheap stuff. If you're a true champion, just go out there and play hard. Take what you want. Don't try to get the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
And then the last game.
The Pelicans.
Yeah, the Pelicans is like, you watch the Pelicans, I love, let's talk about Tiny Dog. B.I. Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
He is going to be a beast, man. I thought that when he was with the Lakers, but now he's there in New Orleans. He's starting to shine.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him last night. I'm like, damn, this dude's like KD. He long like KD. He got the mid-range like KD. He can get to the hole like KD.
Yep.
There are coming out parties for certain guys. I think if he's able to keep doing this, even no matter if they win or lose, people are going to take recognition of this guy as like, damn, he can play. Yeah. So they're going to get him some more help. Just think about when Zion comes back. If he comes back healthy, Tiny Dog he's gonna be a beast down there, boy.
If he comes back healthy. Look, B.I., you hear a lot of conversations, especially after that game, all these Laker fans now, oh my God, what could have been? And I'm like, dog, chill out. Did the Lakers not win a title? Like, it worked because you got what you wanted and you got what you accomplished out of it. Now, it didn't look great right now, but all this, the Pelicans ain't winning the title. I love B.I.'s improvement, and he is a dog and an up-and-coming dog. But you got to look at things within a certain perspective. The Lakers won a title getting Anthony Davis. Yes, he's been a China doll ever since because every time he hit the floor, he's broken. But you got to look at it in this perspective. I love what the Pelicans are doing. I don't know when Zion is coming back, if he ain't ate himself out of house and home. But they're balling. To get that split like they did last night, that's a bunch of confidence going back down to the Bayou.
Yeah. C.J. McCollum has been that calm to that storm. Yeah. He's brought those guys together, and they're playing good. And everybody's going to say, oh, they lost that. They won that game, or Phoenix lost that game. Which one? No, I think, even though Booker got hurt,
right,
I still think, they was going to be in trouble regardless because they were right there taking him wire to wire before he went out. And I think, sometimes when you beat a team really bad and you come in, you get that fat dog, that fat cat syndrome,
right,
and you sit back and not realize they got some dogs over there, B.I. and McCullough, and
sneak up on you, man.
You better play them tough from jump.
And shout out to Willie Green.
Yeah.
Getting those guys prepared, motivating those guys. That's a young squad. Yeah. He's a young coach, and the way that he's able to relate to those guys and bring that out of them to get them to understand the moment. Yes, you're a huge underdog. And you're playing with house money because most people don't expect for you to win.
And you're doing it without your star. You're doing it without your superstar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And B.I. is emerging that's B.I.'s team. I love Zion. But B.I. is that guy right now, and he's improving while Zion is just watching from the sideline.
It's weird because
he's at the craft services table. He's doing fine. He's doing okay.
But, you look at this team and you say, okay, do I bring Zion or do I trade Zion for something? Because will Zion take away from what B.I. does? Because, Zion is a kind of a guy that kind of roams in the middle, even though he's trying to improve his three-point shot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, B.I. kind of needs to some guy stretch 4 or stretch 5 so he can still penetrate. Even though I'm not saying he's penetrating all the time, but will that take away from it? Because now you got McCullough who's going to take some shots. You got Zion to take some shots. Then he's going to take shots. Will it be a big three? Will he get his same, shots to be able to he can, flourish as a player? That's the question. And it's going to be a tough decision for Green when he comes back what to do. But he ain't got to worry about that this season. But next season, he's going to have to come up with a good game plan.
That's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah, it is. The funniest memes are the ones where it's like Zion in pregame warm-ups and people are dunking behind their back and windmilling and stuff. And then it's like, I'm going to sit out. I'm not going to play tonight.